Hey, everybody, welcome back to the podcast. How are y'all doing? And I'm asking you for real. Listen, how are you doing? I need you to answer that. How are you doing? Okay, I believe you're doing great. But if you're not, speak up. And for those of us that are joining us for the first time, welcome to the Identity Crisis Podcast. This is a place where we talk about finding ourselves, and dissecting all the in-betweens of who we are and who we are meant to be. It's so good to have you on the podcast. Thank you for joining. My name is Range, and today I might be sounding a little bit easy. I don't know, but I've been feeling this bad sore throat for a couple of days now, and it's been bad. But thank God we're treating it, so we're gonna get better. But I just knew that sore throat wasn't gonna stop me from saying hi to you guys this week. So it's good to have you here. So today we are taking a pause. We are taking a breather before we step into something that might feel bigger than we've allowed ourselves to believe. We're about to start a new series called This is Trauma. But before we dive in, I want us to sit with a question, right? How often have we minimized our own pain? Right? How often have we said, oh, it was nothing. It's just that one time. Or it wasn't a big deal. But what if it was a big deal? What if that moments, those experiences we've downplayed or tried to forget, have actually shaped us in profound ways? This episode is titled, What if it wasn't just that? Right? Because silence doesn't heal. And denial, while it feels like protection, ultimately delays our journey towards understanding and healing. Okay? So we are going to be digging deep into all these in this series. So let's start by tackling why we avoid the word trauma. For some of us, trauma feels like a big word, a label reserved for experiences we might not immediately identify with. We think it doesn't belong to us unless something catastrophic happened, something loud and visibly shattering. And so we tell ourselves it was just that one incident, or it wasn't really that bad. But trauma isn't just the loud, violent moments. It's also the slow erosion of safety, of trust, of worth. It's in the things that weren't said, the love that was withheld, the space you were never allowed to take up. These unseen wounds can be just as impactful, leaving lasting marks on how we see ourselves and the world. Perhaps what we've labeled as just that was actually a significant disruption of our sense of self. So truthfully, we don't all carry same stories. but most of us carry some kind of wound. And it's about being willing to look closer at those just that moments and consider their impact. So let's talk about what this series is and what it's not, right? So this isn't a therapy podcast, obviously. I'm not here to diagnose anyone. Um, like you all know, I'm not a licensed professional. Um, I'm just someone willing to ask hard questions. You know, sit in the uncomfortable, and to invite you to do the same. My hope here is to create a space for understanding, um, not a substitute for professional guidance, especially when we start, to question if something was more than just that. Um, this series won't have all the answers. Trust me. Um, Healing is deeply personal and often a complex journey, right? Um, but it will offer language to name what might feel nameless. Um, Give us opportunity to explore the possibility that those just that experiences um, are the more profound um, what's the word? But profound effects, right? Than we acknowledge. Um, it will offer presence, you know, um, to offer a shared space to acknowledge these experiences. And hopefully, it will offer relief. Because sometimes just knowing someone else gets it, um, that what, um, just knowing someone gets it, you know, um, or knowing that, no, that thing that you dismissed as just that might actually hold significant weight can be the beginning of tending to those tender places, right? So over the next few episodes, we'll talk about trauma. We'll talk about trauma as personal, as physical, as relational, as spiritual, as professional. We'll explore how it hides, how it shows up in our day-to-day lives in unexpected ways. Um, often stemming from like those experiences we might have minimized, or or as those just that moments, right? We begin to gently unlearn what hurts us, um, you know, to unpack the impacts of events we might have tried to sweep under the rug, thinking they were just that. All right, cool. Um, Also, I'm not here to rush your healing. Please, let's know that this is your pace, this is your journey, right? I am here to remind you that you are not alone in it because I too am on this journey. I am healing. You understand? So, whether you've already named your trauma or you're just now wondering if what happened to you was more than just that, like me, you're welcome here. You're safe here and you are seen here. Okay? So, before we begin this series, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your courage to show up. Even if just with a flicker of curiosity, and it could be a nagging feeling that maybe, just maybe, it wasn't just that, right? Thank you for your willingness to go inward to explore the landscapes of your own experiences and for trusting me with your attention, even if it's just for a few minutes, right? So thank you very much. From the next episode, we begin the series with This is Trauma and it's personal. Right? But until then, please take care of your heart. We are in no rush. Healing takes time, like the slow, unfurling of a tightly closed board. And this space will be here. Right? We will be here. And we're not just here, we're here for you, for when you're ready, to take the next step in considering, if what happened was truly just that. So if this episode has been of any help to you, you like the episode, please share the episode with somebody and prep their mind for the series that is coming. If you know anybody that needs to hear this series to help them get out of it, just that moment, share it to them. And if that person is you also, I can't wait to have you in the series, to hear your comments, to hear your stories. Thank you very, very much. Until next week, have a great time. I love you.